Today, Joe Scarborough went ballistic on Tuberville. Tommy Tuberville, the ex-football coach who is holding back several hundred officers who need to be approved by the Senate. He's holding them back. One senator has the ability to stop progress in the Senate. And, Joe Scarborough and his panel, they completely destroyed the senator. Even Republican senators last night went onto the floor, and one after the other, as they brought up a particular officer to be confirmed, and Tuberville voted them down. One senator voted it down because every senator has the ability to put a hold on these things going forward on just about any bill. One senator can stop it from coming to the floor. And it's amazing because so what we have is Scarborough really attacking Tuberville and trying to say that he's holding the American military hostage, and he's prevented all these officers from getting nominated, but getting approved for serving. I want you to listen to this. Then we'll take it on the other side because I have another take.
And I remember even then that it was a political science course on Soviet history. And, we were talking about Cold War and everything. And this professor happened to have a lot of experience dealing with the Soviets. She goes, they look at our soldiers, regardless of what you hear, they think they're 7 feet tall. They'll never say it. They're scared to death of American Marines. They want no part of it. And do you know what's changed in all that? And nothing. Because the Chinese are scared of our military. The Russians are scared of our military. The North Koreans are scared of our military. The world is scared of our military. They quake in fear. The only people that don't seem to respect our military right now are Republicans on Capitol Hill and the guy who's going to be the next president of the United States if the Republicans have their way. It is grotesque. They stand alone in the world in their disrespect for the strength and the power and the might of America's armed services.
What a brand on that.
Well said, sir. Beyond the grotesqueness of it, the stupidity of it. There's one thing that pretty much everybody agrees on, Republican, Democrat, of course, I'm not these knuckleheads, is a respect and a love and a reverence for the military. I can go forward to 2024 and basically think about an entire campaign, military for Joe Biden, military for Democrats. Have a campaign called Generally Speaking, where I get every general to come forward. And they are, as we already have, and just come forward and said, I understand the importance of readiness. I understand the importance of defending our country. And
by the way, I understand better than you because, as the senator said, we were in Fallujah.
Yeah.
Right? We were fighting across Afghanistan and in Iraq, Tommy Tuberville, while you were sitting there playing Appalachian State.
Now, I have a question for you. This is not constitutional, what's occurring here. This is a choice. This is a choice of the Senate to operate in this manner, which gives the power of one senator, un senador, one senator, to stop the progress. So are we going to say that we have a functioning democracy where we can allow one senator to put the entire military at risk by preventing the promotion of people onto the ascension of people, officers into the fold? One senator. What kind of a democracy is that? That one senator, 1/330th million of America, his will gets done. That is a flawed democracy. So while we have Scarborough talking about how bad this one senator is, I'm saying we should have a country where one senator could be as horrendous as possible. We should be able to have one senator that is even a nincompoop. But we should not have a democracy where one senator can hold back the entire nation. Just like we had a Congress where we couldn't elect a speaker, and that one that part of Congress that held the entire country hostage could stop the flow of information. How is that possible? It tells you that, one, in the case of Tuberville, the Senate has horrendous rules that are undemocratic. In the case of the House, there are flaws in our Constitution that allows these things to occur. So when we are out there promoting democracy and promoting democracy following the tenets of the United States, we ought to be careful, because what we are showing is if you have Neanderthals that are the ones executing your Constitution, they can actually prove all the flaws that it has, which are many. A Constitution can be written that doesn't allow one senator from crippling the government, one party in the minority from crippling the government, one set of judges from preventing laws to be effected. It's a flawed system. And when we are promoting democracy, we should have the humility to understand that this system designed back several hundred years ago is so flawed that it is now not functional. Take a look at what's occurring in our government today. And until we decide to elect people that are sensible, and we hope get them elected without the current crop of you know what in office, preventing them from being elected, we are in trouble. Our democracy is in trouble. And whenever you pat yourself on the back claiming you are so good and so infallible, what ultimately occurs is there are those there to prove you wrong. We need to fix our democracy.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel. And number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.